Guys, it's late night na. So, nagkaano pa din kami na pack up for shooting. Meron ng artista talaga na. Actually, nandito kami sa bahay. Medyo di ko lang feel yung ambience. And so, since life must go on, and of course meron tayong trabaho na kaya dapat natin gawin. Hindi pa ako and there you have it, guys. This is Jason, and of course welcome to my vlog. And so it's around 1 a.m. in the morning, and still have to take my dinner. Tulog kasi ako kanina. Of course, meron na shooting sa shooting. Meron ako mga kanina, mga virtual na tawag ito, likes and dislikes, and wala kayo dyan. meron nga kami shooting kanina. So it's around 1 a.m. in the morning now, so it's time for me to have my breakfast or dinner, hindi ko alam. Natulog kasi ako. Natulog ako. So, tayo? Sige. Let's have our morning breakfast. Ayan, there you have it, guys. So, ito yung polo ko. Ito yung ginamit ko kanina. So, ito, nakaanan lang. Naka-black shirt. Na-black shirt, pero nakahabol ng pink kasi malamig. Maginaw na dito sa amin. Yan, I was really guys, devastated seeing SYRIA and tawag na ba? SYRIA and yung isang country na-affected sa iiyak talaga ako ng iyak kanina, sobra. I was really mesmerized by seeing those things na sobrang sakit sa puso. Sobrang sakit sa puso kasi nakikita mo yung mga bata and talagang nakakaawa yung yung situation nila kanina. That was Monday. It's 7.5 magnitude na nalindol. Sobra naman yun. Parang I was struck and I was devastated when I see those videos. Talaga yung building bumubuho, diba? Paano yung family doon? And it was 3 a.m. Imagine, it was 3 a.m. na naglindol. Tapos syempre tulog lahat ng mga tao, diba? Tulog lahat ng mga tao. Nawala yung lightings kasi nga naputol yung mga kuryente. and I was really shocked and disappointed na nasobra naman. Ay, ba't ganun? Sakit naman sa dibdib. Masakit yung when I see those videos. Totoo. Masakit talaga. Sabi ko nga sa sarili ko, I was really blessed because I'm still sleeping
SYRIA. I'm Jamil Jameen. Coming up on the show, we unpack one of the most destructive natural disasters to hit the region in decades. Thousands have been killed, with many more injured after two large quakes struck on Monday. Relief efforts are still underway, with a host of nations sending aid. Time is running out to save as many as possible, while new threats begin to emerge. Well, we start first, though, with this image of a woman in the southwestern Turkish port town of Hatay, one of the most affected regions. The woman is clearly under distress. Lots of emergency relief teams trying to sift through the rubble around her. Well, search teams and emergency aid have poured into Turkey and Syria. Rescuers digging through the remains of buildings flattened by that magnitude 7.8 earthquake on Monday morning. Destruction from that quake stretching hundreds of kilometers across the southwestern Turkey and neighboring Syria.
Tapos mayroon pa silang 7.5 na magnitude na aftershock. Oh,
At 4:17 a.m. local time, the ground and the walls shook. A 7.8 magnitude earthquake that struck the southeast of Turkey and neighbouring Syria. This security camera footage from a shop in the town of Gaziantep shows the moment it struck.
Sakat yung heart ko.
It was a quake that
May ubo nga ako, tapos ganito pa yung makikita ko. Oh.
As you can see, there's a dead body here. He is dead, and nobody has removed him. And I can hear a woman's voice underneath.
We heard them. They're calling out, asking for help. They asked to be rescued. We cannot rescue them.
The devastated area was about 500 kilometres wide. First responders got to work as soon as they could looking for survivors, but conditions are extremely difficult as aftershocks continue to bring down already fragile buildings. Later in the morning at around 11:30, one of those aftershocks, almost as strong as the original quake, hit. This journalist struggled to stay on his feet during his report. People in Syria were also badly hit. In this town in Idlib province where war still continues, the majority of buildings have collapsed.
The wall fell on my son. I managed to save him.
Jeter mon autre enfant au deuxième étage. J'ai réussi à m'extraire et à sauver ma fille. Mon fils était resté sous le mur. J'y suis retourné pour le sauver.
Countries immediately stepped up. France has sent 140 civil defence rescue workers to Turkey.
Nous aurons des équipes de secours pour vraiment chercher dans les décombres au plus près les victimes qui pourraient être encore ensevelies avec des moyens de découpe de béton et de métal.
They will work alongside rescuers from other European countries. Even Ukraine and Russia, both at war, have offered aid. But it's a race against time. With each passing day, the chances of finding survivors beneath the rubble diminishes.
Well, Turkey is no stranger to earthquakes. It's seen many in the past, including a devastating quake in 1999 where 17,000 people lost their lives. That's because the country is located at the intersection of several tectonic plates. Camille Knight explains the geographical risk posed to Turkey.
It's a seismic zone that's long been high on scientists' radar. Most of Turkey is located on the Anatolian tectonic plate. Problem is, this plate is sandwiched between two others. It's pushed from the south by the Arabian plate, but blocked to the north by the Eurasian one, which is the third largest in the world. The North Anatolian fault is the meeting point between the Eurasian and Anatolian plates. It's over 1,000 kilometers long, and the plates move by about 2 centimeters per year. Cutting across the country from east to west, This fault is responsible for a series of destructive earthquakes, including the one that hit Izmit in 1999, costing the lives of at least 17,000 people. Experts say another earthquake of that scale may hit nearby Istanbul before 2030. That's because a segment of the fault located in the Sea of Marmara hasn't seen any seismic activity since the 18th century. But Monday's earthquake is linked to a different meeting of plates. It's the East Anatolian Fault, the border between the Arabian and Anatolian plates, located in the southeast of the country. It may not be as long as the Northern Fault, but that doesn't make it any less dangerous. Located close to the boundary, the province of Elazığ was impacted by two major earthquakes in 2010 and 2020. On each occasion, over 40 people lost their lives.
Well, to discuss the implications of the earthquake on a geopolitical level, I'm now joined in the studio by former president of Doctors Without Borders, Ronnie Brauman. Ronnie, we've seen many countries come to the aid of Turkey and Syria in their own respective ways. We've seen the United States, China, Russia. But a lot of those countries have diplomatic issues ongoing. How do they come together and help as a united front?
Well, this is, in a way, a tradition. When there is a major natural disaster, there is a kind of suspension of hostilities. We've seen this, for example, in Pakistan, we've seen this in Turkey before. So I hope, for instance, that the sanctions that against Syria are going to be at least eased, maybe not entirely lifted, but at least eased in order to allow relief goods and everything that is needed to operate, to rescue the people to function correctly. Let's hope also that the crossings at the border between Turkey and Syria, there were 4 of them, allowing relief goods to cross the border between Turkey and Syria in the old times. Now there's only one crossing. We urgently need to reopen the 3 other crossings in order to let the relief goods reach those who mostly need it.
Well, to discuss all of those humanitarian issues facing rescue workers, I now have the pleasure of being joined by Ayam Taha. He works for CARE and he is a humanitarian food security and livelihoods advisor for the organization. Ayam, I believe you're in the sanctuary of your car right now, still shielding from the earthquake. What have you seen in terms of the problems facing rescue efforts?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. Regards to you and to your guest. Basically, the south of Turkey, where I live, in Gaziantep, which is neighboring several cities such as Kahramanmaraş, Antakya, Damahurfa, and many other towns and cities were affected. In Gaziantep, I'm parking now in open space where it's safer than being indoors, considering the safety measures and also cracked buildings that till now they are standing and they need technical evaluation. Basically, shops currently are closed, mostly closed. We cannot access food items, we cannot access bread because of lack of energy, and this is something very essential for the communities. Rescue teams are currently overwhelmed with the high number of damaged buildings. You can see the building picture that I have shared with you, which is basically 5 buildings away from my house, which makes me realize how real it was and how close it was to me and to my family. I mean, support is needed in all shapes, literally in all shapes, starting from food items to whatever reconstruction support is needed. But we are starting immediately now to look at what could be done to save people's lives. This has all happened basically when it was dark, because there was electricity cut, it was cold, it was snowing, and then later heavily raining, which makes it even more difficult to rescue teams to assess, access, and start rescuing. This delayed the support a little bit and made it more complicated. For Syria, unfortunately, the capacity is very limited to rescue people, especially in the northern part, in Aleppo Governorate and the northwest Idlib as well Governorate, where camps, that's maybe an irony, but tents were safer than very basic, cheap buildings that immediately were destroyed because of the earthquake. And unfortunately, numbers are keeping increasing now in both sides of the border in Turkey and Syria.
Ronnie, on that point, what would you like to see being done in terms of countries working together and going forward?
Well, I am said very clearly there is a need for food, drinking water, shelter, heat guns, generators, and also engineering. We need to clear the rubble in order to make the access to the hit areas easier. And this is also the army. This is something that the army only can do, because these are huge logistical challenges, and only armies have the resources, the material resources to overcome these challenges. So, given the magnitude of this disaster, I hope there's going to be a massive coalition of goodwill in order to rescue those people. This is not granted, because we know that Turkey and Syria have a bad image in the West. That Turkey is a member of NATO, but as we all know, it's a very special member of NATO, and Syria is hit by sanctions due to the way they conducted the war over the past 10 years. So I think that this is going to be forgotten for a while for the sake of rescuing people who don't have anything to do with those serious geopolitical issues.
I am just back to you in terms of what threats are now facing people who have been pulled from the wreckage. Just a quick word on how we aim to support these people.
So, yeah, that's essential basically to better understand the roadmap to support the people. So in Turkey there is a request for support from AFAD and from the authorities, and we are basically, as CARE Turkey and CARE Confederation, we are looking at strong coordination to make it possible to support and ease life of these people, those people who are affected. While in the northwest of Syria, logistic support in the northwest Syria is essential, because this is not really available, and this is something local communities are struggling to rescue people, because of some of them, they are trying to use their hands basically to rescue people, which is something making things takes longer than expected, and we are losing more lives. Over.
Thank you so much. I am Taha. He is the Humanitarian Food Security and Livelihoods Advisor for the humanitarian organization CARE, currently in Gaziantep. And thank you to Ronnie Brauman, the former president of Doctors Without Borders. And from you, thank you for joining us on this Middle East Matters special.
Yan, there you have it, guys. Ayan, be updated lang kung anong nangyari sa
We
world
revisit La
natin.
Palma a year after the eruption
Actually,
of
Syria
the volcano, which brought
Wow, it was there. It's very difficult to see your whole life's work destroyed. We feel abandoned, cheated, excluded.
I'm more worried about
Naiyak
the
lang kasi
future than what's happened. I see the future in a very dark way.
maraming bata na involved.
In July,
Maraming bata
August,
na
we'll be able to have a banana tree here.
Watch La Palma,
na-traumatized
volcano
kasi
revisited,
sa experience
on France
nila na
24.
ganito. And it was, it's a national disaster, and wala naman din control doon. Pero we can help. We can help, guys. Please do your share. We can help. Okay. Yun na. Sakit ng ubo ko. Pinaiyak pa ako nitong movie na news na to. Yeah, actually I was really looking forward to check on how do people kumusta sila when it comes to sanitation, when it comes to ganito, ganyan. Pero wala naman tayong sources of income na talagang a big help for them. Pero I'm praying for them na ma-okay sila and malampasan nila to, and seeing those families na nawalan ng ng family members. Sobrang sakit talaga. I was talaga broken. Sobrang sakit ng ng mga news. Sobrang sakit talaga. Seeing those families na nawala yung anak nila, nawala yung wife nila, nawala yung parents nila. And sobra. It was masasabi ko na talaga, talagang wasak yung puso ko, guys. Wasak yung puso ko ngayon. Wasak yung puso ko kasi di ko alam, but I feel them na sobrang sakit. And sana let's pray for them na maka-recover sila and they move forward. Sakit lang yung puso ko. Hindi siguro kasi masakit yung puso ko kasi may ubo ako. Masakit yung puso ko kasi sobrang bad ng news na nabasa ko ngayon. There you have it, guys. This is Jason and of course, happy lang dapat sana tayo, pero di natin maalis na meron talagang time na we have to conceal ourselves na talagang wala, masakit. We have to accept this is life. Di naman lahat masaya, masakit din minsan, pero I was really hurt with the news sa Syria and sa Turkey. I'm sorry to hear those. Sana na lang praying for you guys na makarecover kayo and of course makamove on na. Tsaka itong hirap, di ko kaya. Ang sakit ang dibdib. Bye, guys.